All right, so we're doing solving equations with variables on both sides. And that is actually the notes on page 18 of your notebook. So here are the steps that you need to do. I'll go ahead and refresh your memory. So the first thing we want to do is make sure we label our y1s and our y2s, right? The y1 is the left side, the y2 is the right side. So then from here, I'm going to go ahead and plug it into my calculator. So my step one is push the y equals button. Then we're going to enter our data for step 2 for x plus 1. Remember, the x button is right here. And then when you see the equal sign, go down. 25 plus 2. 25 plus 2x. Oops, sorry. X, there you go. Then after I type in my data, my step 3 says push second trace. I go to my calculate menu, and we want to push the number 5. So you can just push 5. Let it load, guys. You have to let it load. Right. So I'm gonna go and push enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3. All right, now if you get this error, I'm gonna show you how to fix it. Okay, so what's happening? All right, let's go back to second trace 5. Oh, okay, quit. You're not going to quit. So second trace 5. Okay, what's happening here is that we need to see the lines cross. The calculator does not know where they intersect. Intersect means where they cross. So this is how you fix it. You're gonna push zoom. And you want to go where it says zoom out, number 3. So go ahead and push that. Now, nothing's going to happen the first time, but I'm going to go ahead and push enter. And now it zooms out a little bit more, but this is still not enough. I don't see them crossing. You have to see them cross. So push enter one more time. Now I can see the lines crossing. When you see them crossing, let's do second trace. Go back to intersect, right, 5. And then enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So my intersection is going to be at x equals 12. Okay. So after you do the zooming, all right, you have to go back and reset the calculator. Okay. You have to reset it. Second plus 7, 1, 2. All right. Now on the back part, we have our domain and range. So look back at your notes for domain and range. That's page 19 and 20. I want to do this one for the domain. So we have the x-axis. All right, so the domain is going to be on this side, and this is supposed to be a dot. And this is supposed to be a dot. This is supposed to be a circle, and this is supposed to be a dot. Okay, there's different ones. Okay, so remember that our domain, here's the format. This number, starting from the center, is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So put -5. And remember on your notes, if you have a dot, if you have a dot, can you go ahead and make sure you put the line under it? And then we're going to do the same thing on this side, is go ahead and get the right side of the equation. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. It's +5, and that has a dot, so put a line under it. All right, now for the range, we're talking about the bottom to the top. So this is the bottom point, right? Let me go ahead and put my little line. So the bottom is -1, -2, -3, -4. So I have -4. And this has a circle. So the circle, you leave it alone, right? Don't put anything there. This is the top part. All right, and this, I'm just gonna count. 1, 2, 3, 4, +4. But this is a dot, so according to your notes, the dot gets a line under it. Okay? Now remember when you have arrows, all right, some of these have arrows here. Right. So when you have an arrow for the domain, all right, this goes to the left forever. I see an arrow and it's going to the left. So I'm going to put -infinity. This is an arrow and it's going to the right side. So when you see an arrow, you're going to put +infinity. For the range, these are going down. So if you have arrows pointing down, that's going to be negative infinity. Because remember, it's from the bottom, but the bottom doesn't stop because it keeps going. But the top, there is a top part right here. This is the top of the graph. And that is going to be at that number 16. So put 16. And remember, guys, if this is a line, you have to put a line under here, right? So can you actually add some notes? I need to add something right here for some of you guys. If you see a regular line like this, you have to use the symbol with the line under it. If you see a dashed line like this, you have to just leave it alone. Okay, I forgot to put that yesterday. Okay. And after you're done with this, guys, turn it in, and then you just have your notebook check. I'll make a video for your notebook check.